is the Martian meteorite. And I can open here with advanced interest already. $1,900,000 and $2 million already is bid. $2 million.
In 2025, Sothebys sold a piece of Mars for over $5 million. It was the largest Mars meteorite ever found on Earth. But days later, a government said the sale should never have happened. Millions of years ago, an asteroid or comet slammed into the surface of Mars with so much force that it literally ejected pieces of the planet into space. This rock is one of those pieces. It didn't form on Earth. It was violently launched off another planet, thrown into space, and began a journey that lasted millions of years. After drifting through space for an unimaginable amount of time, gravity eventually pulled it toward Earth. It entered our atmosphere, burned through the sky, and finally crashed into the Sahara Desert in Africa. Scientists have found other Mars meteorites before, but this one is different. Weighing in at 54 pounds and 14 inches long, making this the largest single piece of Mars ever discovered on Earth. Inside this rock is information that no laboratory on Earth can recreate. It contains Martian minerals, Martian chemistry, and Martian history, untouched by Earth until the moment it landed. For scientists, this is like having a physical time capsule from another world. This isn't a rock. This is planetary history. The story starts in Nigeria, in the Sahara Desert. This area is one of the world's least populated and remote. A meteorite hunter finds something very strange, a huge black rock that doesn't belong on Earth. There aren't any museums nearby. There were no officials on the scene. He was alone in the desert with something worth $1 million. Also, there is no system in place to safeguard it. So it's sold the only way things like this usually are in places like this, quietly, for a tiny fraction of what it's actually worth. Not because the finder is greedy, but for them it's just a strange rock that can pay bills. Then the professionals step in, middlemen, dealers and exporters. This is where the object stops being a curiosity and becomes a commodity. Paperwork appears along with shipping routes, and just like that, the rock starts moving. At some point, the meteorite surfaces in Europe in private collections and galleries. Scientists examine it, and its importance becomes clear. But now it's already gone. It's already outside the country. At this point, reversing the journey is no longer simple. It's no longer physical. It's legal. From Europe, it moves again, this time to the center of the global art and luxury market, New York. Now it's not treated like a strange object from the desert. It's treated like a trophy asset. It's catalogued, marketed, given a story. And finally, it reaches Sothebys, one of the most powerful auction houses on Earth. The transaction is legally complete at this point. It's now considered a world-class collectible. Because the global market doesn't ask where something should be, only can it be moved and sold. And who will buy it? During Sotheby's auction, when the lot opened, a bidding war erupted. Phone bidders, private collectors and advisors started pushing the price higher and higher. This scientific object turned into a trophy. Numbers climbed, and then the hammer came down at $5.3 million. The winner refused to stand, and no name was announced. Another anonymous buyer, privately owning the largest piece of Mars on Earth. Headlines were everywhere. Record-breaking sale. Sotheby's makes history. And just like that, the market declared it a success. Just days after the record sale, the government of Nigeria stepped in. They announced an official investigation into how the meteorite left the country and whether its export was ever legal in the first place. Nigeria suspended all meteorite and fossil exports nationwide while they reviewed what was happening. Officials publicly questioned the legality of the sale and warned that this could be a case of illicit trafficking of national heritage, the same pipeline that has stripped valuable objects from poorer countries for decades. In a single move, from a record-breaking auction to an international dispute. This is where the story stops being about a rock and starts being about power. If money can turn anything into private property, even a piece of another planet, then what's left that isn't for sale? And if a poor country can't protect its own heritage from the global market, what does sovereignty even mean anymore? When it was over, the meteorite disappeared into a private collection. The buyer remained anonymous. The money was transferred and the contracts were signed. And that's when the real question sets in. Did we just watch the universe get privatized? Because in the modern world, once something can be moved, insured and sold, the market treats it like property, and the highest bidder decides who owns it. If you want to understand how power, money and history really work, subscribe to Raised Ritzy, because in this world, nothing is priceless. It's just not for sale yet.